Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking secrets in 90 Day Fiancé history. Forget what you thought you knew about Liz Woods. This is a story about a secret boyfriend, a surprise wedding, and the news that has the entire 90 Day universe buzzing. Liz Woods is about to become a mother again. This isn't speculation or rumor. This is the true story of Liz Woods and her new husband, Ly Allen. To understand how this happened, we have to go back to the end of her relationship with Ed. Their journey on the last resort was supposed to be their final chance. Viewers saw them try again, even getting engaged once more. Wedding invitations were sent, the venue was booked, and August 29th, 2023 was set to be their big day. Then nothing. No wedding photos, no announcements, just silence. Instead, cryptic posts filled their social media. Then came the shocking reveal on Happily Ever After. In a phone call that stunned fans, Ed and Liz called off the wedding. The reason? A fight over taco pasta. As ridiculous as it sounded, Ed said it was more than food. He felt sliced and diced by Liz and canceled the entire wedding. For many fans, it was a relief. Their relationship had long been seen as toxic, with Ed's behavior under constant criticism. But for Liz, this was crushing. She had uprooted her life and her daughters for a future that disappeared overnight. Humiliated and heartbroken, she left Arkansas and returned to San Diego. This is where Liz Woods, the reality TV star, disappeared, and Liz Woods, the woman, began to rebuild her life in secret. At first, the public saw her as single again, enjoying nights out with friends, caring for her daughter Riley, and focusing on her work. But behind the curated posts, something else was happening. A new love was quietly growing. His name is Ly Allen. He is nothing like the personalities of the 90 Day world. A private man based in San Diego. He works in tech and avoids the spotlight. Friends describe him as the complete opposite of Ed, calm, intelligent, family-oriented, and deeply supportive. Like Liz, he is also a single parent raising a young son. That shared experience of single parenthood was one of the first things that connected them. How did they meet? Not through a dating app or a reality show. A mutual friend introduced them. This friend had seen Liz struggling after her engagement collapsed and knew she needed stability. Ly Allen had also been through divorce and understood the challenges of starting over. Their first meeting wasn't a date. It was a casual group hangout at a park in San Diego with both of their kids. Eyewitnesses said their connection was instant, not dramatic or fiery, but gentle and natural. They talked for hours about their kids, their struggles, and their hopes for peace. For Liz, this was a breath of fresh air. After years of walking on eggshells with Ed, here was a man who simply cared about her. Not Liz the TV star, but Liz the mother, the hardworking woman who just wanted something real. Keeping a romance secret with more than 600,000 Instagram followers isn't easy, but Liz and Ly Allen managed it. They avoided obvious social media clues. No posts together, no tags, no soft launch photos. Their dates were private, small restaurants, quiet hikes, or evenings at home with their kids. Their circle of trusted people was tiny. Friends and family were sworn to secrecy. Liz wasn't hiding because she was ashamed. She was protecting something precious. There were close calls. A few fans in San Diego spotted Liz with a man, even posting photos online. One picture at a farmer's market showed her with someone believed to be Ly Allen, but because his face wasn't visible, the rumors didn't spread. By blending into normal life and giving the gossip press nothing solid, they were able to nurture their relationship privately. Liz had learned the hard way that public scrutiny destroys love. With Ly Allen, she built walls of privacy to protect it. During this time, her online persona showed her glow up. She posted about fitness, about Riley, and about work. It was all true, but what her followers didn't see was the deeper glow. That came from love. With Ly Allen, she was supported and valued, and it showed. As their bond grew, they began talking about the future. But Liz could not imagine another public wedding. The memory of the canceled wedding with Ed was too painful. She dreaded the thought of planning another big event, only to face humiliation again. Luckily, Ly Allen felt the same. He didn't care about a big celebration. He just wanted to be Liz's husband. Together, they made a bold decision to marry in secret. No cameras, no TV storyline, no audience, just them. The wedding happened quietly on a secluded beach in Northern California, far from the spotlight of San Diego. Only a handful of people were there. It was small, intimate, and filled with love. No wedding photos were posted. No announcements were made. For Liz, it was a chance to truly start over, away from the noise of reality TV. Now, the truth has come out. Liz Woods is not only married to Ly Allen, but she is also expecting another child. For fans who have followed her ups and downs with Big Ed, this news is shocking, but it also feels like a new chapter. She has gone from a chaotic, toxic relationship to a quiet, stable marriage with someone who values her for who she really is. For years, Liz's love life was played out for cameras, dissected by fans, and judged by strangers. This time, she wrote her own story. And while it remained a secret for months, it is finally clear that Liz Woods has found something different: peace, privacy, and love. The guest list was very small, fewer than 10 people. It included only their children, their parents, and the one mutual friend who had introduced them. That was it. Number 90 Day Fiancé cast members, no television cameras, no hidden photographers. The event was planned like a covert operation. Guests were told the location only 24 hours in advance and were asked to leave their phones in a basket so that no photos would accidentally leak. The officiant was a close friend of Ly Allen's family. A source who attended described the ceremony as incredibly emotional and deeply real. There was no pretense. It was just Liz and Ly Allen and their children. Liz wore a simple white sundress and went barefoot. Ly Allen wore linen pants and a plain white shirt. Their vows were handwritten, and both cried while reading them. They didn't mention their past or television. Instead, they spoke about their future. They promised to build a home, a safe place for their kids, and a new life together. When they were pronounced husband and wife, there was only peace. It was everything a wedding should be. Compared to the chaotic, drama-filled wedding planning fans had seen on television, this was something entirely different. This was real, quiet, and powerful. Liz Woods officially became Liz Woods Allen in a ceremony so secret that even the 90-day world had no idea it happened. She had finally found her happily ever after, and she did it on her own terms. But the wedding was not the biggest secret. As Liz and Ly Allen exchanged their vows, they were also keeping something even larger hidden. Liz Woods is pregnant, and not just a little pregnant. She is already in her 3rd trimester. She is due very soon with her and Ly Allen's first child together. This news changes the way fans now look at Liz's past few months. Her social media posts often showed her only from the chest up or in loose, baggy clothes. That was intentional. The mystery illnesses she had hinted at, which many assumed were from stress, were actually morning sickness. Liz and Ly Allen worked hard to keep the pregnancy private. They wanted to protect their sacred time together without dealing with online speculation, body shaming, or endless advice from strangers. For Liz, this pregnancy is a dream come true. She has always been a devoted mother to her daughter Riley, and the chance to give her a sibling while building a larger family with a stable, loving partner is everything she ever wanted. For Ly Allen, already a caring father to his young son, this baby completes their blended family. It's a beautiful symbol of their new beginning. Sources also revealed that they already know the baby's gender. In a touching gesture, they decided to let Riley and Ly Allen's son be the ones to announce it during their upcoming baby shower. Their thoughtfulness in involving the kids shows how much they value family and togetherness. Every step they've taken has been filled with love, care, and privacy. Of course, 2 big questions remain in fans' minds. What does this mean for Liz's future with the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, and how did Big Ed react? When it comes to the franchise, sources are clear. Liz is done. She has no plans to return to reality television. Her contract with TLC has ended, and she has politely turned down all offers for spin-offs like Pillow Talk or Diaries. Liz is grateful for the opportunities the show gave her, but that chapter of her life is closed. She is now fiercely protective of Ly Allen's privacy, and especially the privacy of their children. Fans should not expect to see Liz's new baby on television. As for Big Ed, the situation is more complicated. Because Liz has been so private, Ed was left in the dark for a long time. He only found out about her new relationship through gossip in their wider social circles. He discovered the marriage and pregnancy at the same time as everyone else when the news finally became public. Liz made the choice not to tell him herself. Her reasoning was simple: she owes him nothing. Their connection is finished. Her husband, her baby, and her future do not involve him. Telling him would only invite unnecessary drama, and Liz is focused completely on a drama-free life. How Ed will react is anyone's guess. Knowing his history, fans expect he may post something online. Perhaps sad, reflective messages, or even angry outbursts. He may claim he's happy for her while still trying to take some of the spotlight. But no matter what he says or does, it won't affect Liz. She has moved on in the truest way possible. Liz's story now feels like a modern fairy tale, though not the kind from Disney movies. This is a real-life fairy tale about a woman who went through a painful public relationship and refused to let it break her. Instead, she built the life she deserved. She found love not in a flashy, dramatic moment, but with a quiet, kind man she met through a friend at a park. She had her wedding not in a castle with hundreds of guests, but barefoot on a hidden beach with only her children, parents, and closest loved ones. And now she is welcoming a baby, not for a TV storyline, but for the simple joy of family. Liz's journey from the ashes of her relationship with Big Ed to her secret new life with Ly Allen shows her strength and resilience. She took back her narrative. She chose privacy instead of publicity, stability instead of chaos, and real love instead of performative romance. Even though this chapter of her life has played out off camera, it is clear that she has found her ultimate happily ever after. But the story does not end there. Liz Woods also shared another devastating personal update. Recently, she revealed that she has been diagnosed with stomach cancer. The shocking announcement came after her appearance on season 6 of 90 Day Diaries. She confirmed her health struggles publicly, explaining that she is now focused on fighting the disease while raising her daughter and preparing for the arrival of her new baby. Fans first met Liz on season 1 of The Single Life, where she was introduced as a single mom from San Diego dating Big Ed Brown. At the time, their 28-year age gap and constant arguments made their relationship difficult from the start. They broke up before the tell-all, then reconciled, only to split again. Their relationship was marked by Ed's jealousy, trust issues, and poor communication. Over time, the cycle repeated, breaking Liz down emotionally. Now, Liz has moved past those years. Despite the tragedy of her diagnosis, she is surrounded by love and support in her new family with Ly Allen. She is stronger, more independent, and more determined than ever to create a safe and happy future for her children. The story of Liz Woods is one of pain, survival, and triumph. She has transformed her life from a public reality TV spectacle into a private and genuine love story. With a new husband, a new baby on the way, and her own fight for health, Liz has proven that the best stories are not always the ones played out on screen. The couple went through countless reconciliations and separations. Some viewers believed Ed was too controlling and manipulative, while others felt Liz was simply doing her best to hold their relationship together, despite the heavy emotional toll. During season 8 of Happily Ever After, Ed officially called off their wedding after what was their 15th breakup. Not long after, Liz began seeing Jason Zuniga, who became her new love interest. By December 2024, rumors about Liz's health began circulating. An Instagram post hinted at chemotherapy. When she later attended a dinner supporting cancer research and posted a selfie with Seattle's Space Needle in the background, speculation only grew. A comment from one follower suggested her weight loss was from both exercise and chemotherapy, drawing even more attention. Liz eventually confirmed the struggles she had endured to secure health insurance, explaining that the process had been long, frustrating, and exhausting. When she finally got approval, she shared that within the same week she had completed her final round of chemo and also received a promotion at work. She described the experience as bittersweet. In the past 6 months, Liz completed her very first marathon run, even after enduring 12 rounds of chemotherapy. She revealed her cancer diagnosis publicly in January 2025, when a fan directly asked her in the comments of a post if she had cancer. Liz responded openly, "I'm undergoing treatment for it." In February, on World Cancer Day, she shared a meme from a cancer patient group. It featured Beyoncé's frozen expression as Taylor Swift accepted a Grammy, captioned with humor about waiting in an oncology office. Liz captioned it herself with, "Me in the oncology waiting room wondering if they called my name while I was disassociating." Her humor about her condition showed resilience, though fans still worried about her. In May 2025, Liz shared an infographic on Instagram highlighting symptoms of ovarian cancer, bloating, fatigue, pelvic pain, irregular cycles, bowel changes, and back pain, among others. This made many believe she had received an ovarian cancer diagnosis, but Liz clarified that she was sharing it to spread awareness of what she herself was experiencing. Fans appreciated her openness, even though she remained guarded about some details. All the while, Liz's life remained complicated. She appeared with Jason on 90 Day Diaries, where they discussed a possible move from San Diego to Seattle. Her close friends Kim Menzies and Tyree Mullet worried that it was too soon and feared Liz was repeating old patterns. Kim's warning seemed prophetic. By December 2024, Liz confirmed in an Instagram story that she and Jason had broken up. She revealed she had moved out and was living on her own again. Despite the breakup, Liz assured her fans that she was enjoying the best dating life she'd ever had. But she also admitted to the exhausting toll of the past year. "I can feel it in my belly," she wrote, describing the physical and emotional effects of her illness. She explained how tired she was all the time but kept focusing on her overall health. When Liz formally announced her stomach cancer diagnosis, she also shared updates on how she was doing. She posted a photo of herself hiking with her dog Lucy, writing, "I get so tired easily these days now." She explained that Lucy was her motivation, pushing her to keep going when she wanted to stop. In another story, she shared that she had rescued Lucy from the streets and that the dog was now her biggest source of comfort. Liz revealed that she had dropped to 105 pounds during treatment, but had managed to gain 10 pounds back. She explained that she had initially lost weight after stopping antidepressants, but her chemotherapy made it difficult to keep her energy. Fans remembered how she had once joked about losing 230 pounds after breaking up with Big Ed, clearly referencing him. Now her weight loss was a far more serious matter. By late 2024, fans noticed a significant change in her appearance. She finally confirmed she was undergoing chemotherapy and later made it official. Her diagnosis was stomach cancer. She described the past year as long, exhausting, and full of challenges. By May 2025, she admitted she was still lacking strength, but was slowly rebuilding through endurance training. She thanked Lucy again for being her companion on those first training sessions. Despite everything, Liz showed determination to start fresh after such a difficult year. Between her cancer battle and the end of her relationship with Jason, she leaned on her family, friends, and fans for support. She promised that she was working on regaining her energy and her sense of self. Unlike the way she had once introduced Jason publicly on 90 Day Fiancé, she now made it clear that she intended to keep her private life much quieter. However, Liz surprised everyone again with shocking news. After splitting from Jason, recovering from chemotherapy, and enduring a very public breakup, she announced on Instagram that she had welcomed a new baby into her life. Fans were stunned. She explained that she had adopted a child, marking a new chapter for her as a mother. Liz's journey has been a roller coaster since she was first introduced on season 1 of The Single Life. Back then, she was a single mom working in San Diego when she met Big Ed at the restaurant where she worked. Their toxic relationship became infamous, with constant breakups and reconciliations, 19 in total, before Ed finally called off their wedding. Their age gap, Ed's trust issues, and constant miscommunication had made their relationship difficult from the start. After Ed, Liz tried again with Jason Zuniga. For a while, it looked like it might work. She even moved to Seattle to be with him. But like her previous relationship, this one didn't last either. Within months of their engagement, they broke up. Liz returned to San Diego to rebuild on her own. Through all of this love, heartbreak, cancer, and recovery, Liz Woods has shown incredible resilience. She admitted to exhaustion, to setbacks, and to pain. But she also showed determination, humor, and the will to keep moving forward. Her decision to adopt a child after everything she has endured demonstrates her desire to create love and stability for herself and her family. Liz is now focusing on healing, raising her daughter Riley, caring for her adopted child, and regaining her strength after cancer treatment. She remains a figure that fans watch closely, not for drama or scandal anymore, but as an example of someone who faced enormous challenges and kept going. Her story is no longer about breakups, toxic relationships, or reality TV chaos. It has become about survival, resilience, and building a new life after everything seemed to fall apart. For Liz Woods, the journey has been long and difficult, but she has shown that she is stronger than her circumstances and ready for whatever comes next. Liz's health has improved a lot since her struggles last year. After leaving the house she shared with Jason, she moved into her own place and welcomed a new member to her family. On social media, Liz shared sweet photos of her rescued puppy cuddling with her on a blanket in the living room. She captioned one photo, "Rescue baby. So sweet and spoiled. Camp out in the living room. I still haven't bought a sofa." She added a loving touch by showing how happy the dog was to be with her. For Liz, this little dog is more than just a pet. Adopting her represents a fresh start, a chance at healing, and a symbol of redemption. After years of sacrifices, heartbreak, and even her recent battle with stomach cancer, Liz has found joy again. The puppy gives her emotional support and unconditional love, something she missed in her past 2 relationships. With her illness giving her a new perspective, Liz no longer seeks love outside herself. She finds comfort in the love she already has and in taking care of her dog. Her relationship with Big Ed required many sacrifices. She even turned down a raise at work in order to move to Arkansas with him. But Ed suddenly canceled their wedding just weeks before it was supposed to happen, leaving all of her sacrifices wasted. Later, Liz thought Jason would be a better partner, but their relationship also ended. Adopting her puppy is her way of embracing a new beginning, focusing on the positives rather than the heartbreak. Meanwhile, Big Ed has also been moving forward. After his split from Liz, he returned to the dating pool. Season 6 of 90 Day Diaries followed Ed's life after the breakup, along with updates from other cast members. Viewers saw Colt Johnson reconcile with his mother Debbie, Annie and David announce a pregnancy, and Jenny and Sumit make big life changes. In episode 11, Ed reappeared, trying to show a new side of himself. Ed explained that he was returning to dating with a fresh perspective and a stronger faith. After 15 breakups with Liz, he said he had learned lessons the hard way. He shared that his Christian faith had become more important to him, though he admitted there were times he stopped going to church and stopped talking to God. Now, after his painful breakup with Liz in 2023, he said he prays daily and asks God to bring him the right partner. Ed also revealed a strange incident that had gone public. He proposed to a woman he had just met the day before. In a video that went viral, Ed got down on one knee, put a paper clip on her finger, and asked her to marry him. She said yes in the moment, but they are no longer dating. Ed's mother, worried about his choices, said she feared he was rushing into relationships just to avoid being alone. "I think he's lonely. He feels like there's a hole in his life," she said, advising him to be more patient. At 59 years old, Ed's friends encouraged him to date someone his own age. They set him up on a blind date with Christine, an older woman. At first, Ed was hesitant. His history included younger women like Rose Vega and Liz Woods, and he doubted an older woman would be his type. But he agreed to go ahead. When Christine visited him at his home, Ed admitted she was cute. They talked about past relationships and family life. Ed said he wasn't sure if she was his type yet, but he was willing to try. Their blind date took place in a haunted mansion, with Ed renting a limo to take her. He said he chose the haunted house because he thought Christine might faint and fall into his arms. Christine later said the date was unusual but fun. She found Ed kind and enjoyable and said she would definitely see him again. Ed admitted that dating someone closer to his age felt right, and his friend's advice had been good. At the same time, Liz also appeared in season 6 of 90 Day Diaries, sharing her new life after Ed. In a crossover episode, she met with friends Thierry and Kim in San Diego. They asked about her relationship with Jason Zuniga, and Liz revealed she might have to relocate due to Jason's military service. The possible moves included Spain, Japan, or Seattle. Liz admitted she was terrified at the thought of moving again after her painful move to Arkansas with Ed. She said, "This is the happiest I've been in years, and I don't even know if it's going to work out anymore." Jason later confirmed to her that Seattle would likely be the most sensible choice since it kept them in the United States. But Liz still worried about uprooting her life again. Her hesitation showed how deeply her past experience with Ed still affected her. In the meantime, Liz continued to focus on her health and her recovery from cancer. Adopting her puppy was not just about having a pet, but about emotional healing. The dog became her companion and her reason to smile again. Fans praised her for her resilience, saying she deserved the happiness she was finally starting to build for herself. Ed, on the other hand, seemed to still be searching. His willingness to propose after just 24 hours and his cautious optimism with Christine showed he was still eager for love, but maybe not ready to slow down. His mother and friends hoped he would take more time, especially given his history. Liz and Ed's journeys are still intertwined in the eyes of fans, but their lives have taken very different directions. Liz, after heartbreak and illness, has embraced self-love, independence, and the joy of raising her new puppy. Ed continues to search for companionship, trying to learn from his past, but still struggling with old habits. Liz's story is now about recovery and peace, while Ed's story is still about searching and learning. Both remain unforgettable in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, and fans continue to watch closely, wondering what will happen next.